2, 1. All right. Here we go. Is this like the opening?
Come, celebrate the second birth of this world's rightful ruler. At the advent of the underworld.
We'll never win the battles ahead without them.
Wasn't really expecting all the underworld stuff. At least that's what it kind of looks like. It's a bit of a different vibe from it kind of reminds me of some stuff I saw in Fire Emblem Engage, to be honest.
The Dagdan Empire, a land at the peak of prosperity under the rule of the gods. In the capital city of
Honestly,
Daxian,
this shot kind of reminds me of Attack on Titan.
bustling markets,
Is it just me?
ports teeming with trading ships,
Or does that shot zoomed out of the city
temples
kind
to
of
the
give those
gods,
vibes?
and other establishments line the crowded streets. This is also where the heroic games are held in tribute to Dagda, the Empire's first and founding king.
The heroic games have begun!
It's said that Solel, the current ruler, will grant.
So this is the
one
announcement that
wish
tells us which
to
10 new
whoever
Fire Emblem characters
wins
make it to the
games.
next Smash?
Those
True.
vying for the prize hold strength, determination, and undying convictions they refuse to
Is it-
yield.
Yeah, this whole, like, God, I'm brain farting. I'm tired.
The story revolves around 4 heroes.
This whole
who have
aesthetic and
entered the
style
heroic
reminds me
games.
heavily of
Who
Gladiators.
you choose will
That seems to be the theme
determine
they're
how
going
the
for with
narrative
this game.
unfolds as they fight for glory.
And yeah, there's like several different protagonists you can play as too, so...
Is a young boy living in the peaceful village of Ribera. On his 15th birthday, his father is imprisoned beneath Daxian for crimes committed. In hope of a peaceful life as a family, he sets out with his childhood friends to win the heroic games and save his father.
I mean, if they did kill each other, then, you know, everything would fall apart.
Ever in search of a stronger opponent, is attacked by an enormous monster while sailing a stormy sea.
You think this is before Three Houses you remember? I don't know, is there official confirmation on that yet?
Foreign land of Dagda.
I was kind of under the impression it was the other way around.
Between battling bandits and beasts, he learns of the heroic games. To slake his
Because
thirst
Sothis
for
like
battle,
looks physically
the
older,
teacher
but also
decides
she's
to
like
compete
1,000
in the
years
heroic
older or whatever,
games
so...
with new allies at his side.
Who knows what that actually
That settles
means?
it. Time to hit the road to Daxian.
Hailing from the kingdom of Ceramus in the south, Theodora represents a culture that worships the keeper of death and night, a goddess loathed throughout the lands.
Let's say her area seems maybe inspired by
Sworn to
Egypt.
restore the honor
Maybe?
of her goddess and defend the faith of the people and the peace of her kingdom. Theodora
Seems like
leads
all these like little
Confederate
regional
troops
areas
into battle
might be
with the
like
goal
based off of real world areas by the looks of it.
A young woman born into prestige and blessed with musical talent, Lita is consumed by rage following her father's murder at the hands of an unknown assailant. Having given everything to seek revenge, she eventually learns of the killer's plan to participate in the heroic games.
Okay, so that's how she's gonna get him. That makes
To
sense.
bring an end to the man who murdered her father, Lita heads to Daxian with supportive companions in tow.
Yeah, everyone has some reason to participate in the games, which brings everyone together.
I won't be letting you take the victory today.
If victory is decided by conviction alone, then I think it shall not be up to you.
I have burned
The graphics definitely look really nice. Yeah, they do. It's definitely a step up
I'm
from the
sorry.
last Fire Emblem game.
Failure is not an option for me either. But that's only because I don't have any choice!
Going into each match, you'll choose your
It looks like it's
partner
choice based. Yeah,
and
it's
their
kind of like
initial placement on the field. Then let the battle commence.
well, I mean,
Each unit
they had something in
movement
Three
is
Houses
shown
where you played the game in one stage for a while, and then,
in red.
long story short, a lot of things happen.
Once all of your
And then
units have
everything goes to
completed their
shit.
actions, your opponent's turn
I wonder if this
begins.
game's story is gonna have a similar
You'll take
structure, and you can
turns
try and like
moving and fighting
recruit
across
characters
the
from the
map
other
as you
areas before
engage
then.
in fierce combat. Victory includes defeating the opposing leader, among other conditions.
Okay, so similar to the missions in regular games, but everything is like structured and
The
flavored
four
a little
heroes
differently.
and their allies can utilize various means of attack. Swords are straightforward and easy to wield.
Okay, they're just telling us this stuff
Make it
in case
easier to
like you've
evade
never played one of these games before. Okay.
Spears deal massive damage to cavalry units.
Yeah, I don't plan on streaming at this.
Powers have low accuracy.
Out of all the
but high
protagonists for
attack power.
Smash, who is best for smashing your opponent? Oh, it's
Bows
Marth.
strike enemies at a distance and can deal fatal blows to flying units.
I think Martha's still the best designed Fire Emblem character.
And magic is effective against foes with heavy armor. It can also heal or otherwise support allies in dire situations.
Martha is such a good
There
design.
are also swords that call down lightning, gauntlets that look like firearms, and other
What the f-
unique weapons.
Huh? Excuse me?
Positioning is a key element of combat.
What the
When you
fuck?
strike within an enemy's range of attack,
You,
they
huh?
might counterattack. Consider
For his
attacking
neutral
those
special,
equipped
Joker
with
uses
close-range
gun.
weapons from a distance. And get
What in the
up
hell?
close and personal against long-range opponents.
I never in a million years
Counter-
thought we'd just see him, someone get pieced up.
The terrain can also give you an advantage.
I mean, that's always been the case in previous games too, with like terrain bonuses and what have
Take
you.
advantage of the situation
Gun was in the
to
trailer
control
months
the
ago? It
battlefield
was?
in your favor. Combat arts
I
are attacks
forgot.
unleashed at the expense of weapon durability.
I'm a little goofy.
There are attacks with greater
I'm also
power,
tired.
longer range, or other advantageous effects. So use them in decisive moments.
Yeah, they might like modify the properties on some of these weapon classes, but everything
There
looks
are
mostly
also
similar
special moves
for
that
now.
consume your soul in exchange for power, called Blaze Arts.
Oh, this sounds neat.
Releases a burst of otherworldly power from his hand to cast flames in a wide
Hadouken!
area. After moving, Dietrich's ink black cloak can warp him to locations on the battlefield that aren't easily accessible.
Oh, you can do that for
uses the
cool sneak
power
attacks?
inherited from her ancestors to rend the earth and hurl it at foes. Lita plays her Vihuela to buff allies.
I've glanced, but I'm not going to take it seriously, Zinkus, because I'm going to wait until everything finalizes, you know?
These special moves can turn the tide of battle, but at the cost of the hero's health points.
I like the concept of that, though. There's
Additionally,
some very
if your
nice
allies
built-in
fall in battle,
risk-reward.
you can turn back time. After
Okay,
each
they
move,
have-
you
they
can
have this
rewind to
mechanic,
any
too.
previous point in battle,
I know they had
so
this in-
Don't be afraid to rethink your strategy if things
In
don't
some
go as
recent
planned.
games, where
Based on their class,
How many subs
such
put
as
Zinkus
Shiva,
in
who are
timeout?
skilled with swords,
I'll do it for
Bardingers
5.
who fight on horseback, and bishops who use white magic. A unit's abilities can change dramatically.
Yeah, of course you can
weapons
change your character's
they can
class.
wield.
They're doing all this under the assumption
And their range
that
of
this is
movement
your first
also
time ever
varies.
looking at a Fire Emblem game. They're trying to make sure and introduce like
Classes are
all the
divided
mechanics.
into beginner, specialty, and advanced tiers.
It's hard to say Wolfblade
Beginner
because
classes are the foundation. Gladiators excel in handling weapons.
honestly, I'll just root for whoever is like the most different from the other characters we have in the game already.
And Orneus riders can cover more ground. There are 5 beginner classes in all. Specialty classes have more specific abilities.
For sure.
Armored Knights boast ironclad defense. With
They're gonna have
heavy
like
armor.
Wyvern Knights and a whole bunch of other like more
Wing
specific stuff in here
soldiers
too, I
can
think.
leap obstacles and cover long distances.
Yeah, Wing Soldier with Pegasuses, maybe.
While
Is it
charioteers can
Pegasuses?
strike multiple
I
enemies
forget if the
in a
technical
straight
term is
line.
like Pegasi or something like
There
that.
are over 10 to attain. Advanced classes are masters of their skills. Cataphracts have the mobility of horses with the defense of heavily armored units.
Oh, that's cool. Was that a class in previous games?
Guardians are skilled with both spears and white magic. Plus other classes that possess a
Goodbye,
combination of
Zinkus.
strengths. You'll also find the overwhelmingly powerful
Thank you, Bucho, for the 5 gift subs.
and other classes that fight
Oh,
while
baby.
astride giant beasts.
No, but all this looks cool so far.
Me?
Also, Sedith? What the?
Between
What in the
matches,
hell?
you'll have time to get ready for what's to come. You'll receive some useful intel about your next opponent. So use this information while exploring Daxian, or venturing off to improve your team's prowess in battle. The time is yours.
Yeah, they have
to
the
spend.
They have like the main like hub world area, so you can like go around the
Let's look at some
town,
of the
talk to
things you can
people.
do in
That's where all the
Daxian.
social elements are gonna be, and probably a bunch of other random stuff in
The
minigames
Arena
too.
Plaza is where you can receive additional training once per week in the time between matches. As your skills improve, you'll learn new moves to use in battle and be able to wield increasingly stronger weapons.
Yeah, of course. You'll be able to update like your weapon classes and a whole
Match
bunch of other
days,
stuff.
You can watch battles between other participants unfold to research your opponents.
Yeah, they're really going with the gladiator theme in this.
At the shopping arcade, you'll purchase weapons and tools, or enhance your weapons.
I'd be down
using
for like an
materials
axe user in the next
collected.
Smash game. You could put like Hector in there or something.
This temple row is watched over by a bronze statue of the Divine Sovereign and is home to 7 temples. Depending on which temple you volunteer in, you'll acquire
You hope it's like the whole city?
blessings
Maybe.
using
We'll have to
battle.
wait and see.
These provide effects such as a temporary stat buff, halving the damage you receive, and more.
Yeah, they bring back temples.
Speak to an exam proctor to take a certification exam. The chance of success depends on who's taking the test and the class they're aiming for. So be sure they have the necessary skills before applying.
Okay, that all makes sense. Unless you just want to go gambling. Not gonna lie, when I play this game, I'm probably gonna go gambling. I'm probably gonna do it.
You can also receive quests from townsfolk. Complete them by the given deadline to receive rewards. You never know who might ask for your help.
in this matter.
The Divine Sovereign? Why would someone of your stature be here?
Another thing I'm hoping for in this
You
game
can
that's
also
kind of
recruit
unrelated,
powerful warriors
but
you meet in
I thought
Daxian.
the writing in Fire Emblem Engage was pretty questionable a lot of the time.
Even if they
Whereas
turn
I
you
thought
away at
that like
first,
3 Houses
try
had very
giving them
good writing.
gifts.
Appreciate
Albeit that is the last one I played.
the spirit.
Or
But-
invite them to share a meal. That might be enough to win them over.
I hope the writing is better in this game. Because Fire Emblem has some good stories
And
historically.
Not only can you lodge and eat,
So hopefully we get another one here.
but you can let time pass to gain experience and gather materials automatically.
Yeah, they have all this again.
good.
Characters who've grown close.
Yeah, I agree this one looks
and
promising
show their
so far.
support to each other here too.
Of course, there are support
Can I get a raise?
conversations. That's been there
And I'm
since
psyched to work even harder.
pretty much the beginning.
Thanks, Kai. I came here to say I was pulling for you, but it went the other way around.
As your journey continues,
How many have I
you'll
played?
gain access to even
I've
more
played
facilities.
For a long time.
Path of Radiance, Radiant Dawn,
This is the
Awakening,
Pale Raven's Purge,
and 3
a
Houses.
spot where a mysterious white bird
I haven't
rests its
played Fire Emblem
wings.
Engage, but I've
From here,
I've
you
seen
can
a large
swap to
chunk of
different
it.
Hero. Progress is saved for each of the heroes.
Just watching
so
someone
playing
else
through
play.
all 4 of their stories in parallel is an option.
Really? That's if you want to sink 500 hours in the game.
When you venture outside of Daxian, you can explore areas across the continent. Time passes every time you
That's
move,
actually a
so
huge thing
plan
that you can
your
play all the
expeditions
stories
carefully.
at the same time.
Visit towns to purchase local wares,
Yeah, you can sink an ungodly amount of time into this game.
or gather information that could be useful on your adventure.
This game is an investment. Holy.
Travel with your allies to improve everyone's abilities in battle. Enemies will randomly appear on the world
Yeah, this is
map.
a big map with a lot of stuff.
When you encounter one, a skirmish will begin. Earn experience points by felling your foes.
Yeah, this is just extra
You'll
stuff
also
you can do if
find
you want to like
dungeons.
grind or
Where you'll
explore,
collect
do all sorts of
materials
random
for
stuff.
strengthening weapons, along with other treasures. When you encounter enemies roaming in a dungeon,
What is this robot ass
face
motherfucker?
clash that differs from normal battles.
Excuse
will
me?
begin.
I suppose I must.
In clashes, you can perform attack combos with your allies. Plus, each of the 4 heroes.
Well, they've already
use
got
abilities
guns,
that
so
are
honestly,
unique to
why not
them.
at this point?
For instance, Dietrich can flush out enemies in hiding, while Theodora can recruit soldiers in towns.
Okay, they do have
Send out
hero
her
specific
assembled
talents. That's
troops to
neat.
gather materials, or deploy them in battle.
Will not miss this chance.
Need some help!
Make the most of these commands to enhance your power of battle.
Okay, that looks interesting. It is kind of Monster Hunter like, yeah. Alright, there's probably just story if I had to guess.
Bold warriors, draw now upon your strength. Hold fast to the devotion in your beating hearts. For those who stand upon the final stage, I shall grant whatever wish you may desire. So say I, the divine sovereign, that I vow to you. People of Daxian, hear me now as I declare that the heroic games have begun!
But of course, nothing's going to go according to plan. Something has to go wrong. Because of course it does. Are they not going to show us? That's when the game is releasing, by the way, 1449. Alright, 5 years later. Everything is just... really bad. Everyone died. Good games, everyone. Roll credits. There she is again. Hello, Sothis. It's been a while.
I see that my song has finally reached your ears.
Five years after the heroic games, Dagda
Zombies.
faces its end at the hands of the revived demon god Balor. Even the 4 heroes who played a significant role in the heroic games have vanished. To confront the situation, the progenitor god, Sothis, calls down a single soul.
And that's probably going to be whichever character we favor the most in our playthrough, right? Or maybe not? I don't know.
This is the story's true protagonist. You are given two choices. Face the forces of the demon god Balor on your own, with the knowledge that it's no easy task.
Okay.
Or use the time-traveling powers of the goddess Fortuna to change the fates of the four heroes. You must carve your path in the hope of
Okay,
saving
so
Dagda from destruction.
in addition to you being able to play all the
Those
character
who
stories
join
parallel,
in the
you also have all
future
these extra
will strengthen
options.
the might of your
Yeah,
assembled
some people are playing
forces.
this game for like 1,000 hours.
This is where your story begins. The end of the world at the hands of the demon god.
You have so many options here.
Which path will you walk?
The rest is up to you.
Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave launches September 17th.
Hey, look, there's our release
only
date.
on the Nintendo Switch 2 system.
That's actually
Pre-orders are available now.
only a
on
month and a
Nintendo
half.
Shop. The Fire Emblem
That's honestly
Fortune's
sooner than
Weave
I
Dagda
expected.
collection, which includes a 150-page art book, 12 character art cards, and more will be available the same day.
That seems like the kind of thing my girlfriend would
Plus,
buy, not
more
gonna
Fire
lie.
Emblem content will be available following this presentation. Nintendo Music, a service that lets you listen to Nintendo game music anytime,
Of course they're gonna put Fire
anywhere,
Emblem music in there,
will be
of course.
updated with certain tracks from this game, including the main theme, later today. Additionally, the Nintendo Today smart device app, which brings you daily updates from Nintendo, will receive a new Fire Emblem theme beginning tomorrow.
Cool.
The app will also feature new information about Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave leading up
Buy
to
it for
launch.
her? Maybe.
There will also be a new Ask the Developer article, in which developers share their thoughts about working on this game on September 15th.
Oh, that's neat. Because it seems like they're doing some different things with it, so why not, right? Overall, hope you enjoyed watching. Learned some new stuff. We saw less story than I expected, but I mean, it seems like they're going with something a little different this time, and overall, I'm curious to see where the game's going to go in the future, so yeah. Alright, that's going to be about it for me. I'm going to find someone to raid real quick, and then yeah, I'm not really going to stick around because I am tired. I'm gonna take